And it was interesting. She said, the answer was maybe. She said, but then I got breast cancer, which I thought, what does this have to do with anything? Derek Casey here once again with another financial Fundie, staying on the topic this week of critical illness. We talked about this last week. I was listening to a very interesting Dax Shepard podcast the other day. I'm not endorsing the Dax Shepard podcast, but I was listening to an interesting one where he was interviewing Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I have it up on here. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, of course, Elaine from Seinfeld. For those of you who don't know, I find that remarkable. But he was interviewing Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and he was asking her questions about her financial success and how money has impacted her and how wealth has changed her. And this is an actual quote from the podcast. I found this very, very interesting. Dax said, "Do you have a weird journey with money?" Meaning, along the way, did money change you? Did it give you a degree of stability? Did it give you a degree of confidence? And it was interesting. She said, the answer was maybe. She said, but then I got breast cancer, which I thought, what does this have to do with anything? She says, talk about a lens changer. Everything gets distilled. Everything that is precious becomes clear. Money is not in that category. She says, quote, it really is not. Then she goes on to say, except to say that you need it to fight, which of course in my career, in my industry, made me think immediately about critical illness insurance. I summarized it up here. I said money to this wealthy celebrity was insignificant, except that it gave her access to reliable treatment. And when you have conversations with people, hard conversations about health and talking about family history of heart attack, stroke, and cancer, they're very sensitive topics to try to bring money in as well. But when you distill it all down, really, when somebody gets sick, when somebody gets critically sick, the money only matters in that it gives you access to the treatment, or as she says it, money, except to say that you need it to fight. And so I found the podcast very interesting, the perspective very interesting. It was a reminder to me that tying in and having a conversation about money when somebody is sick, or even considering them getting a future sickness, it's a hard conversation. But this is exactly the reason why it needs to happen. So that for today is your financial Fundie.